Next on the list, the best game of the weekend, LSU, Georgia, the Tigers. Big time underdogs here. You got to love the next level strategy from Brian Kelly. Like, this is how Brian Kelly got to being a top 5 coach in the entire country. He studied the tape. Okay, Aaron, watch the tape. You always say that. Brian Kelly watched the tape. He saw that Georgia is at its worst when it perceives you to not be a threat, right? When you play possum, if you will. So Kelly looking to kind of take down the natural, the Predators' kind of natural hackles, like looking to maybe get Georgia at ease a bit. Kelly decides, okay, we've already won the West. If we go into A&M and we allow ourselves to be run over and look pathetic, well, that is the best possible path to having Georgia overlook us, and then we can catch them by surprise when they least expect it. Genius maneuvering by Brian Kelly here, looking shitty last week, only to come back and affect the upset tomorrow and have LSU fans walk out of there as being SEC champions.
Yeah, I guess he didn't want to win a national championship. He's like, that's too much for year one. I don't want to completely blow my load in year one. Let's pace ourselves a little bit. I just want to win an SEC championship.
The expectations. Do you want to deal with that? I mean, if you win a championship in year one, Aaron, then you got to win one every year, dude. No,
I'm with you.
That's
the
only way that you can make sense of what happened last week.
100%. He is playing chess while we are playing checkers. Congratulations to him for these mind games right now. Listen, Georgia got punked last year in this football game. We all thought they were going to win. I was screaming from the top of Mercedes-Benz Stadium that Alabama was garbage, that Georgia was a better team, that we're about to slay this dragon, get this monkey off our back. Georgia fans, don't be a little bitch. Walk into the stadium with your chest up. And I walked out of there crying like a little bitch because I got embarrassed. Yeah, I was like,
I love how he decided it's okay to say bitch at 240, but 241, so bridge too far.
Yeah, I just like sometimes it's just too much.
He almost said, I had him on my radio show Off the Bench this morning, and he almost said, "Don't be a little bitch." He said, "Don't be a little bitch." Ended up.
I know this. But anyways. They got embarrassed. It ain't going to happen again. I was talking with Chris Smith the other night, defensive back for Georgia, a guy that's been in, this will be his 4th SEC championship game. Like, how crazy is that? That, if you go to Georgia, you're going to be in Atlanta fighting for an SEC championship and then going to the playoffs. It's just what Kirby's building right now. But they want to win. They don't want to get embarrassed. They want the perfect season. Like, winning a national championship is amazing. That's all you could ever want. But we know it. Winning an SEC championship game is right below that. And then going for a complete perfect season is next level. So they're feeling that. They know they're the better football team. And Georgia they're in a spot right now where they pick and choose when they want to go out there and kick ass. And I think this is one of the games where they do decide, okay, this is a Tennessee game. This is an Oregon game. This is a game versus Florida where we actually show up, play 4 quarters of football, and just dominate. The only way LSU makes this a game, I said it on your show this morning, T-Bob, they got to take some chances. They got to pick and choose. Like, when you get that one-on-one shot, you can't be scared. You got to go for the big one. Because if you think you're going to methodically move the ball down the field against this defense, you're in trouble. Tennessee couldn't do it, and they missed their shots. When the shots are there, you take them, but you better hit. Because right now, I just don't see any other way that LSU feels like they can move the ball up and down the football field.
Aaron, it's kind of funny. I talk about Lincoln Riley being good at making the playoffs, not winning the playoffs. Georgia's been very good at making the SEC championship game. Y'all have struggled when it comes to winning the SEC championship. Only 1-3 for Kirby Smart in these SEC championships. And I mean, you just look at, I'm thinking back to when I was a kid, dude. I remember watching that game in 2003 where LSU put it on Georgia's ass. I remember playing in the game in 2011 where LSU put it on Georgia's ass. I remember being at the game in 2019 when LSU put it on
the Honey Badger.
Georgia's ass.
Badger fumbled the ball.
Now
you know the big difference in that game. The last two. Big difference. The last two. LSU is the number 1 team in the nation at that time. That's a little bit different. Yeah, a little bit different.
Uh,
It's the other
well,
way around now,
and
T-Bob. We are the number one team in the nation now.
as Rob D says in the chat, what about 05, buddy? You're right. Okay, I'd somehow forgotten about 2005. Actually, I had not. I was at the 05 game as well and watched that Georgia Bulldog team whoop up on LSU. But that's still 3-1, bitch. Okay? We're going for the gentleman's sweep this year. We're about to make that thing 4-1. Yes, BB, and I played with the Honey Badger. 2011 was my last year at LSU. Okay, here's what I will say is that realistically, we went basically position by position for the first hour of the show today and tried to be like, okay, how do you try to stop this? And it looks awful for LSU. There's just not an advantage to be had on the field. And especially maybe offensively, there's some things that I think are interesting for LSU, but even then, and I mean when Georgia's on offense, but even then Georgia represents so many unique problems. Nobody has tight ends like Georgia has. LSU hasn't really had to deal with that. Nobody quite throws to the back as much as Georgia does. Maybe kind of Alabama, Jahmyr Gibbs a little bit. But whatever, to me, the scariest part is the Georgia defense. Because you just look at the game logs from the last 2 years, and there's nothing to look at and be like, oh, we can do that, except for the SEC championship last year where Bryce Young threw for 400 yards. And I feel bad, but I don't see Jaden Daniels throwing for 400 yards this game. So, I almost feel like it's a game where if LSU wants to win it, it's like the old Malcolm Gladwell book, David versus Goliath, right? How do you affect an upset as an underdog? You have to be willing to be very risky in strategies that may make you lose worse, but also might have huge payoff. So if there's a world where maybe you can get Jaden Daniels into this mindset of F it, if I can manufacture one-on-one, I'm just going to chunk it deep and see if my receiver can win that battle. Maybe you could get there, but I don't know, dude. I just do not see how you are supposed to move, especially because when you look at how Jaden Daniels has gotten shut down this year, Georgia's defense has the best personnel to reenact that shutting down.
Yes, no, they do. I mean, that's the key too. I mean, how healthy is Jaden? How confident is he in running the football when things aren't there? You and I both agree you got to take some shots. Last year, the reason why Alabama won, Jameson Williams, 7 catches, 184 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Mechie had 97 yards and a touchdown as well. I like LSU's receivers, but Jameson Williams ain't on that roster. So then obviously you don't have the quarterback that throws.
What about Kayshon Boutte, dude? What do you mean? Kayshon Boutte?
Kayshon needs a game like that for his own sanity.
He's
and
caught
for
fans, 300 yards this season. What are Kayshon Boutte's stats this season, actually? That's a very good question. They have been nearly
average, very
non-existent. Average. I don't even know if he's getting average. Okay, he's a second-leading receiver on the team. Yeah, Kayshon Boutte has 42 catches for 431 yards, averaging about 40 yards a game. Not great. All right. Oh, last thing, LSU UGA. Wait, sorry, real quick here. Oh man, look at that. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's LSU beating Georgia's ass right there, dude. Look at your boy, huh? Oh, wait, no, that's not how this works. I'm over here. 53. Look at that. Great memories there, Aaron Murray, huh? Beating the Bulldogs. It's one of my favorite feelings ever. The 2 times I got a chance
with me.
To make sure to take care of
that 2013 ass whooping in Athens was so much fun. So much fun. Best game of my life. But the game I always want to talk about, the day that we out-dueled the Met Show.